Get petrol before I go home. Right, there we are. Oh, guys, I'm breathless. I'm definitely breathless. I'll be taking my inhaler. We're going. Oh, I was interested tonight. Although I'm tired. Very, very tired. Very tired. I should get some heating on. So we were talking, first of all, we were talking like our space news. Do you know what they're doing, or what they're going to do? They're going to eventually build a base on the moon. I suppose everybody knows that. They're going to be doing like a... Sorry if the camera's not very good. I can't fix it either. They're going to be building like a base on the moon, right? The South Pole of the moon, they're going to be building a base for the future. And guess what? I think this is a genius. See these NASA folk? They're amazing. Do you know how they're going to build like structures, like the only way I can put it in my terms is wee houses. Do you know how they're going to make wee houses on the moon? Wait a minute, turn this heating up a bit. They're going to take up, see, every time they set off a shuttle or a rocket, it costs an awful lot of money, right, to take things up there. So what they're going to do, and I think it's absolutely genius, they're taking up empty sandbags. See, sandbags that you would put down for a flood? Empty sacks. And they're going to go up there and they're going to fill up the sacks with all the moon dust and stuff like that and build structures. I think that's amazing. I'd never thought of that. And see once you see it, you're like, God, that's a bloody great idea. How did I not think of that? That's what they're going to do. I thought that was an amazing thing, that. So, that was space news. The second bit was a physicist guy. He's been there before. An astrophysician he is, right? But he's not only an astrophysician, he used to be one of the lead forensic detectives in the Madeleine McCann case. I'll tell you the guy's name tomorrow, right, and you can look him up. He was one of the forensic detectives that dealt with the Madeleine McCann case. I want to ask him all about that, but that's not what we're talking about tonight. But basically what he was talking about tonight to do with the Madeleine McCann case is one of the reasons he says that they've never got to the bottom of it is because they've only ever thought of the one thing. When that wee girl disappeared, all the police were interested in was saying that it was an abduction, but there was other possibilities that they hadn't even entertained. They hadn't entertained if she'd maybe just wandered off herself, if it was an accidental death, if it was homicide. But they went with the abduction. They went with the abduction story, and they just stuck to that story. They never even thought about other possibilities. So he was talking about like space and time and stuff like that, and how there's all these different possibilities, but people in the past, like Einstein and all the rest of it, they were all kind of stuck in their own theories, and they didn't want to entertain any other theory apart from their own theory. And this man was talking about how time doesn't matter. Times, I don't even know how to explain it to you. He was really good at explaining it. Time's a funny thing, I'll just say that. He thinks that the universe can be going forward and backward at the same time. I don't know how. Right, here's what he said, and I'm going to look this up because I didn't want to be a dafty and put my hand up in the air and maybe be laughed at night. He said, no, you can look this up for me as well because I'm not sure about this, but the man's a brainy guy. He says time is different on the top of Everest. See, That's what he said. Hopefully we don't disappear, guys. If we do, I'll see you tomorrow. We don't. Time is different than what it is in the Dead Sea. Now, I can't get my head round it. How can that possibly be? You know, there's like 24 hours in a day. How come that? Listen, I don't understand that, but I didn't put my hand up and ask. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody was going, everybody was kind of guffaring. Like that and everything, you know what I mean? And I was just kind of going, like that. I don't know if he was saying it for a laugh or if that's actually true, but a few people put their hand up to say yes, they had heard that on top of Mount Everest the time goes more quickly than in the Dead Sea. I'm going to need to look that up when I go. I'm not going to be able to sleep at night unless I do look that up. But the sandbag things, don't you think that's amazing? There you go, these folk are brainy. As I said, when they said that they're just going to take up empty sandbags and they're going to make structures on the moon using these sandbags and just filling the sandbags full of all the moon dust and stuff like that. What a bloody great idea that is. And simple, what a bloody simple idea that is. Amazing. And they showed you a kind of mock model. It looked like a kind of igloo, if I was to put a thing on it. It looked like a kind of igloo shape that these guys had done with this sandbag thing. Amazing though, absolutely amazing. So I enjoyed it tonight, I did, and it was really busy. It was really, really busy the night, so it was. A lot of people tonight. But that blew my mind with the bloody sandbag things and about the Mount Everest thing in time. What else were we talking about? Oh, they were talking about tonight at 10 o'clock our time. There's a plane or UFO, and it doesn't say it's a plane, it's flashing. 10 o'clock tonight, there was a moon rover that went up. It was a private company that I'd never heard it until today. A private company had put up an American private company had put up a rocket that's landed on the moon and it's landed fine and is beaming back information and stuff like that as we speak, but nobody's had any pictures yet. So there's a 10 o'clock British time, the press conference, so wherever you are in the world, just deduct hours, and that's when the press conference is. I'll be probably in my bed. No, I'm going to listen 15 minutes. God, I forget. By the time I get home, the press conference will be on. Right, it's in 15 minutes, guys. It's in 15 minutes. I'm not used to being out this late. This is like way late for me. This is like night out late. So it was good to be back. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed being back at my wee club. Although I didn't enjoy my coffee as much. I bought the bigger tub of a bottle of the Costa coffee, and it says it's the caramel one. Listen, I couldn't have tasted a bit of caramel in that if I tried. I tasted it zero caramel. It just tasted like, don't get me wrong, I mean it was nice coffee, but it didn't taste like caramel coffee at all. Zero tasting of caramel. Yeah, we'll get to the petrol station because I've got 2 bars, and when this second bar disappears, then I've got a red light blinking at me, and I don't like that. Get petrol. Hopefully the petrol station's a bit better. Sandbags, I'd have never thought of that. Amazing. These people are so clever. That guy's amazing. So yes, he's done a talk before, and I remember thinking that guy knows his stuff. He's a very good speaker, And I'll tell, look, if you're interested, I'll tell you his name tomorrow, because I'm kind of interested myself. But he was one of the forensic detectives in the Madeleine McCann case. She shows you, but he's an astrophysicist, and he works at a university now, and does lectures and stuff like that. Oh, he's dead brainy. But it's mind-boggling when you think about it, and he talks about like time. And he says that in certain things time doesn't matter, right? This was an example he gave. Not in everything time matters, doesn't matter for everything. He says, for instance, say you had a brick. That brick will still be a brick tomorrow, and it will still be a brick tomorrow night. And next week that brick's still going to be a brick, because time doesn't matter for it. Right? Time doesn't matter. So that's the kind of example. It was a lot of stuff like that. I was doing my best to keep up. It was all about the universe and how what happened. Now, I think we've all done this, because I done it a few weeks ago. We were talking about the Big Bang Theory, right? And I was like, well, what happened before the Big Bang? There must have been something before the Big Bang for the Big Bang to happen in the first. So he was kind of talking about that. And saying basically the same thing I did. There must have been something before the Big Bang. And was it even a Big Bang? Oh, really interesting, though. Really interesting. But why would time be different? I think that, people put their hands up and said they knew that the time was different in Mount Everest. And I'm going to need to look into that, because I didn't want to ask in my club. You know what I mean? And maybe people think, oh, we just said that for a laugh, and she's felt for it, that kind of thing. So I just went like that as well. How can it be? Can it be different? Oh, I don't understand it. I'm going to need to read about it. But I'm going to watch that press conference, because I want to see the pictures of the moon. And incidentally, the moon is beautiful tonight, guys. If you can get out with your binoculars or whatever you've got, go out and have a wee look at the moon tonight. It's beautiful. It's our moon. Do you know what I mean? It's ours. It's our beautiful satellite. That's what it is. Oh, in Space News we were talking about, I think it was it Saturn, one of Saturn's moons or something we were looking at. And it's always been like an icy moon, this, one of the icy moons. And they're thinking that there's water on it as well, because they thought like there was ice on it to its core, basically. But they found out that it's only, well, it will still be thick, but a thin layer of ice, and they think underneath it's water. So that's I can't even remember. Macaque or something it was called. Macaque or something. It was something like that. It was a weird name. Macaque. Cake. Something. It sounded like something like that. Pretty amazing stuff. And this is something I've always said to like my kids and stuff like that. Time, I've always said, you know how dogs live shorter than us? See, in their lifespan will feel like ours. It's just that their time of speed goes faster, like a hummingbird. A hummingbbird's wings, we can't see the individual flaps of the wings. It's going to be flown down. But see, for the hummingbird, its flaps of wings are probably just like normal flaps of wings. It's just that the speed, and they only live for a wee while, do you know what I mean? But in their life, they'll live the same way. Oh, it's a weird to explain. Let's go and get petrol. past the petrol pumps better. There's the blue lights. That show you in the distance. I'll go and watch a wee bit of this press conference. I want to see the pictures. I want to see the pictures of the beautiful moon that we've got now. It's a beautiful night to be. In fact, a lot of people were going up the observatory after our meeting. I can't do the stairs. I've done it twice. I've been up the stairs twice. The first time I never got to look out. That was with Sophie. And then the second time I did get to look out the telescope, but all the millions of stairs, I bust my leg doing it, so. And anyway, it's late for me. I just want to get in my bed now. I'm up at 4 in the morning to do videos. Here's hoping we've not got a massive queue. That was crazy, the queue that was at the petrol station earlier. But they're giving away free petrol. Here's hoping. See if they're giving away free petrol, I'm going to be filling my tank to the brim. My tank is going to be so full of free petrol. Oh, just something like that would be great. Just a wee bit of free petrol. That would just make my night. Right, let's see. Fingers crossed. A wee bit of free petrol. There's somebody put 50 quid of petrol in their car. Somebody flexed it. Somebody flexed it for us mere £10 ago. Right, let me put cards right over there. Which will be what a minute. Okay. That wasn't free petrol. Nonetheless. Hooray! Hooray, we've got more than 2 bars now. That's better. There you go, wee car.
Great savings on sofas and carpets.
It is cold, I'll tell you that. It's chilly. Oh, it's chilly tonight. I am going to conk out when we go home. But I really am quite breathless, guys. I'll need to behave myself. I'll not be able to do too much in the house and stuff. I need to give myself a wee bit of time to recover, or I'll end up in bloody hospital again. It was about this time last year that I was there. That was a bad experience. Mind the nurse cut off my, can you remember that last year? A nurse cut off my oxygen. I'll never get out of that. She wasn't happy because I had all the lassies laughing in the ward. You know, just with my usual stuff, stories and whatnot. Talking in my sleep. I was talking in my sleep when I was in hospital. They were laughing at me. And I says, listen, I said it could have been a lot different. I says, I could have been having a right naughty dream. I says, and how uncomfortable would you'd be? Aye. She wasn't happy, this nurse, because I had everybody laughing in the ward. So what she done was she came up and she cut my oxygen off without letting me know. And I was sitting there about 5 minutes there. I was like, Christ, I feel awfully breathless again. She came round and done my oxygen. She went, well, your oxygen's dropped. She says, that's because I turned your oxygen off. I wanted to see how you would get on without it. Now, see if she'd have said to me, I'm going to cut your oxygen off, Linda, to see how you get on. I'd have been like, right, aye, fine, let's do it. But she'd done it. She'd done it without telling me. Probably to see if I was fixing it. I don't know how you can fix oxygen in your blood or whatever. You can't really fix that. You can't really decide how much oxygen's going to be in your blood and just do it. Oh, she was evil. I was crying. I was having to get cuddled off with strange women in the ward because I was breaking my heart. I wanted him and this idiot was just cutting off my oxygen. I needed to survive, lady. I'll tell you. Oh. So thank you everybody for spending this time with me. 3 times a day I've been on. And I shall be back tomorrow as my flavouring day. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to chill, play Mario Kart. I think I'm going to do as soon as I go in. Why is my house in the dark? He's not got a light on in my living room. My living room's in the dark. I'm going to look up this bloody thing about the time in Mount Everest, and I'm going to watch the conference. I can't even talk. I'm so tired. So I love you all so much, and I will be back to see you all tomorrow. So have a lovely, lovely evening, everyone. Wait a minute, I'll get you down. Right, let me kiss you. Good night, everybody. Well, wait a minute, I've still not got you. There, let me kiss you, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.